I'll break that down for you this way. I'm in a relationship with my husband, and we have a set of parameters. We have a set of beliefs in our relationship that talks about fidelity and being committed to one another. And we agree. Our set of beliefs agree that we should be committed to only each other in the relationship, in the marital relationship. We don't have an open relationship where it's okay if he sees people and it's fine if I see people. That is a direct violation of the relationship that we've established. It's a direct violation of the covenant that we've made with one another in the relationship, because the parameters are set, and they say that our set of beliefs are what they are. But what defines it as not just religion, a set of beliefs, is the fact that we are emotionally connected to one another. That creates it into a relationship. That makes it into a relationship versus just being acts that we do for each other, not dealing in matters of the heart, like, why do I do this? Why does he fix food? He does most of the cooking in the house. Why do I wash the clothes? Why do I clean? Why, you know what I'm saying? It's just mechanical. It's religion when it's only mechanical. It becomes relationship when you are emotionally connected in a way. You follow what I'm saying? Anything that emotionally connects you becomes relational. It becomes a relationship. The problem that religion presents is that there are many sets of belief in this world of billions of people. You follow what I'm saying? There are billions of people here. So there are God knows how many sets of beliefs on the planet right now. So if you are to follow religion as a way to connect you with God, which is what's proliferated on a daily basis, if religion is what connects you to God, then what religion would be good and what religion would be evil? That's just food for thought. Think about that. Remembering that there are always, there's always the existence of good and evil. Think about Genesis in the beginning, Genesis chapter 1 through 3. Actually, if you go to chapter 3, you'll read that man knew the difference between good and evil. That's after the fall. That's after he ate of the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil that God told him explicitly not to eat of. Well, it wasn't because he was just being a bad guy. You know how young people think because their parents tell them, no, you can't go to the party, or no, you can't do this, or you need to do your chores or whatever, that they're just being a bore and that they just want to keep them from having fun. No, God was specifically giving them instruction. He understood that evil had entered the planet, and he gave man all that was good. Man had everything that he needed, okay? So he could carry out the relationship based on the parameters that were set and be absolutely happy and blissful for life, okay? Eating of the tree of life, what more do you need to eat of, right? But God told him specifically, do not eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Well, he wasn't just trying to keep him from something, or no, I don't want you to have any fun. You know, it wasn't that kind of thing. He was trying to keep him from having the knowledge of evil. What is this knowledge? This is Death. This is something that my husband preached about a month ago now. Phenomenal message talking about the fall in the garden and how that knowledge was the word Death. Well, if you go online and you look up Death and if you look up the Hebrew meaning of the word Death, it means cunning and crafty knowledge. Well, it's okay to have knowledge, and the tree of life gave man all the information that he needed. He was totally situated on having the ability to think and having the ability to do. I mean, after all, God did bring the animals to Adam and allowed him to name them. So thinking and having information was not an issue. It was the problem of having cunning and crafty knowledge. Okay, this word Death means cunning and crafty knowledge. So he was trying to keep sneaky off of you. He was trying to keep being underhanded away from you. He wanted you to live out of a pure heart. Okay, so explain to me, we're going back to the whole thing about which religion would be good and which would be evil. What religion would put you in a position to have connection with God? Well, it would not. There are none. Relationship is what God deals in. He doesn't deal in religion. He doesn't deal in all the these and thous and this is what you need to do. jump over the pew 50 times and jump back. It's not just about the functions of things, but it's about the heart of the matter. And see, the heart is where the emotion lies, the center, the core. That's where emotion and all the issues of life stem from. You follow what I'm saying? So he deals in relationship. And the enemy of any relationship is actually outsiders. And I don't know if you are in a relationship right now, but if you've ever been in a relationship, you can identify with this. Outsiders are a horrible enemy to relationships. If you're in a marital relationship, the marriage is not between yourself, your mate, and your mama. You follow what I'm saying? Or Pookie and them, your cousins and all. It's not between your auntie and them, Auntie Betty. It's not. They have absolutely nothing to do with the covenant that you have made with your spouse at all. That is your relationship, okay? But the enemy of your relationship being pure and undefiled and being right before God is outsiders. You know, you've always heard that saying, well, girl, if I was you. Well, you're not me. So I'm telling you, married people, and those of you who are considering getting married, keep people out of your relationship. You understand what I'm saying? If you are having issues in your relationship and you're a born again believer, the person that you need to be talking to is the Father. That's who you need to be talking to. You need to be talking to your mate, and you need to be talking to God, period. Because he's the one that can give you direction on what you need to do within the relationship to make it right. What do you need to do with yourself to bring something into the relationship that makes changes? You know, it may be something as simple as you need to stop aiding in the bed and when your husband yells at you. Now, yelling is not a it can be damaging. You know, verbal abuse can be as damaging as physical abuse. But what I'm saying to you is, it may be something as simple as you not bowing down every time he yells at you, but saying, you know what, your yelling is not acceptable. Or it could be the exact opposite. When he's speaking to you, stop yelling and screaming at him every time you feel like he's doing something that you don't like. See, relationship is about commitment. It's an emotional connection. And see, in order to be emotionally connected to something, that means that you have to consciously commit yourself to something. See, I'm not emotionally connected to some guy on the street. So if he calls me out of my name, I really don't care. You know, if some guy's trying to talk to me and I don't give him, you know, the attention that he's desiring of me, and he says, you know what, you just a stupid hoe, that doesn't matter to me. But now, on the other hand, if my husband calls me a stupid hoe, that's going to invoke some emotion because I'm emotionally connected to that man. You follow what I'm saying? So relationship requires emotional connection, okay? And thus the relationship between you and the Father require emotional connection. Now, why am I sharing this? I'm sharing this because, like I said before, a lot of people really don't understand the difference between religion and relationship. And they don't understand that God is not looking for your religion. He's not looking for your denomination. He's not looking for any of that. He's looking for a relationship with you. He's looking to be connected with you. Okay? He's not looking for just form and function of things. Okay, well, I helped the old lady across the street. You know, I gave food to the poor. I gave the lady next door a coat because she didn't have one. No, he's looking for, why are you doing this? What is the root of what you're doing? That is where it becomes alive. That's where it becomes more than just mechanical. It becomes relational.